Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa salama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the doer. It means Allah does everything. But we see with our eyes, we are also doing something. If Allah is a doer, we do nothing. Why we also do something? We do something only with His permission. We cannot do anything without the permission of Allah. That's what it means. When we can only do anything with the permission of Allah, that means we are not the doer. The doer is Allah. We cannot do unless He permitted us. So in other words, we are nothing. We are the one who cannot do anything. But Allah can do everything without having to have permission from us. But we need His permission. So that's what it means. Allah is a doer. So whenever we have accomplished any job, we have to make shukr and praises Him. Because He's the doer. With His permission only we can accomplish or we can do the job. So the doer is Him, so we praise Him. But we do not realize the doer is Him. We think, we see that we are the doer, and so we praise ourselves. And we want others to praise us. As a result of that, we are destroyed. Destroyed due to our wrong qualities, bad qualities. Wanting to be praised and praising yourself when you are not the doer. We cannot praise ourselves because we are not the doer in the reality of the word. We shouldn't praise ourselves. We should praise the doer. The doer is Allah. So we must have the belief, at least to the level which Allah is pleased, that the doer is Allah. There's none who does except Allah. There's no one is able to make us to accomplish the work that we are doing except Allah. Without His permission, we will never be able to accomplish the work that we are doing. And this is one of the main fallacy. What do you call it? Something that is deceiving us. That the doer is not us. The doer is not man. The doer is Allah. So, without His permission, we can never be able to do anything. So we should not be haughty. We should be humble. The end result of having the belief to the level which Allah is pleased, that the doer is Allah, we will praise Allah. And we don't praise ourselves. And we do not want others to praise ourselves. Because we are not the doer. The doer is Allah. So we praise Allah. When we praise Allah, then we become humble. When we praise ourselves and we want others to praise us, we become haughty, arrogant. Then when we become arrogant and haughty, will we have a very wrong quality, very evil quality. Haughty and arrogance, haughtiness. If we do any job, no one praises, then we feel sad. If we do very good job, people praises, then we become very proud. Why you are not proud of yourself? Somebody is saying, you have done so good. You have done a good job. You should praise yourself. Others don't praise you, it's okay. But you must praise yourself. So everybody, everyone, somebody to praise them for whatever they are doing. Either they are cooking, or they are washing, or they are doing any household work. The wife doing the household work, they like the husband to praise them, to say, very good, you're very nice. So you become very happy and do more. In order to make your husband happy, you do the household work not to please Allah, to please your husband. And the husband bring good food, bring things, buy things, to make his wife pleased, so that his wife praises him. Oh, you're a very good husband. You are so nice, so, so entertaining. When you cook good food. We like your food. Like the wife of Yazid. Praises Yazid. So Yazid feel very happy. And he cook more. When somebody do not praise his cooking, he feels sad. And he doesn't want to do anymore. Because the desire is to be praised. Why? Because we believe we are the doer. When the doer is not us, in reality, the doer is not us. The doer is Allah. But you can't understand this. How come the doer is Allah? I also do this, do that. It means we cannot do all this and that except with His permission. But there are things which we cannot do, which He doesn't permit. You go and create the sky, the heavens. You create the sun. Can you? You create not even the sun and the moon and the heaven. You create the ants or the termites or the small ant. Can you? You are not permitted lah. If you are permitted, you'll be able to. For example, Prophet Isa, he make a mold of birds, then he blow it and it become birds. He doesn't create it. He created it with the permission of Allah. The dead become alive. Isa alayhi salam. He doesn't do that. Allah does. But He does it with the permission of Allah. The dead become alive. But people don't see that Allah does. They say Isa alayhi salam does. Prophet Jesus does. Then they admire him so much, love him so much, and they forget to love, admire the doer, the real doer, which is Allah. And at the end they say He's a son of God. The people, there's some people, who love Hadrat Ali so much, admire him, praises him. So much so, they say, after the death of Muhammad SAW, there's nobody should become the Khalifa, should be Ali. Nabi SAW never said so. He never appointed anyone. This Sahaba, after the death of Muhammad SAW, collectively, from among the prominent companion of the Prophet Muhammad, to select Abu Bakr. Then Abu Bakr select Omar. Omar then give 6 names to sit down and select someone from among them to become the Caliph. And Ali was, appointed by the prominent Sahaba during his time. So, but there are people who love him so much, says he's Alul Bayt. He's the son of his uncle, Ali radhiyallahu anhu, the son of the uncle of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, married to his daughter Fatima. So they say the son of Ali and Fatima, Hassan and Hussein, Ahlul Bayt. So they go all out. There's nobody should become Khalifa except the son of Ali radhiyallahu anhu after the death of Ali radhiyallahu anhu. And some people do not want, kill them, both of them. Those who want power during that time. During that time, they, even though they recite the kalima, they are not the believer. Some, they look is Muslim, but their heart desired worldly things and power. These people kill them. So both of the sons of Fatima and Ali radhiyallahu anhu died. One has been given a poison, the other one being killed. This news has been told to Fatima. Fatima was so worried and asked his father, the Prophet of Allah, you please make the dua which are given to you, which are sure to be accepted. Every Prophet are given a dua as a reward in this world. You use that dua, my dear father, please make my 2 sons not to be killed that way. One to be given poison, the other one being killed. But Rasulullah refused. He said, I will use this prayer, this dua in the day of Qiyamah. When I will use this dua in order to enable my followers to enter Jannah, the earliest to enter Jannah. So, my dear brothers and respected elders, sometimes it's no good that we love, admire a person, so much so, like those who admired Prophet Isa and those who admired Ali. The end result, we will forget to admire Allah. The Doer and Isa alayhi salam, people make him to be the son of Allah, and Ali, they make them as indispensable. Must be the one should be given the caliphate after the death of Nabi Sallam. And some even say that he's so good that he should become the prophet instead of Muhammad Sallam. And that when the wahi was given, it was wrongly given. Instead of the revelation given to Ali, it was given to Muhammad Sallam. So to these people, they say the prophet is not Muhammad, the prophet is Ali. So they became non-believer. So these Shia who believe that Ali is the prophet are not a person who have entered Islam. They are not Muslim. They are not people who have entered Islam. If they attack us, they become the enemies of Allah, infidels. If they don't attack us, they only become person who not entered Islam. The Shia having the belief that they can attack us, the Sunni, in times, and they can talk false. They can swear, making false swearing in order to deceive us, deceive the people, and to safeguard themselves. So they are not the one who have entered Islam. Those who believe that Prophet Jesus is a son of God, is not a person who have entered Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who have sent Isa alayhi salam is not as a son, as a prophet. So this is a great mistake being committed as a result of admiring and praising other than Allah. Somebody who praises himself so much, he'll become like Karun, Firaun, Namrud. All these people, either people are praising them or they praise themselves so much. Until they say, I'm God. The God of the Most High, Firaun says. So, it's not a good thing to praise ourselves and to praise others. That's why we have to praise Allah. Worthy of all praise is Allah. There's none who is worthy of all praise except Allah. And when we praise Allah, then we become humble. When we know that the doer is Allah, we only can do this, or we are only able to accomplish this work with His permissions. If that we understand in our heart, we have the belief in our heart to the level which Allah is pleased. It's not in our mouth. Like Yazid, it's only in his mouth he says the doer is Allah. But in his heart, the doer is me. So when he cook food, people praise, he's happy. When nobody is praising, he said, what's wrong? Anything wrong with my cooking? Why they don't praise me? When people praise, they say, no, Allah is the doer, but inside his heart is happy. This is the reality. The reality of what we are. So Allah don't look at our mouth saying that I'm not the doer, all praise be to Allah. Allah looks at our heart. Whether we really pleases Allah or not, praises Allah or not. So we have to have this belief in our heart that the doer is Allah, to the level which Allah is pleased, at least. So that we don't admire other than Allah, we don't praise other than Allah. But all people in the entire world are praising others or praising themselves. If they are, having the belief that I have a lot of good qualities. I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. You know how Firaun, he praises himself so much that until he has said, I am the Lord of the Most High. He was before, he used to be a farmer. So one day he was thinking of making money to sell his watermelon to the city of Cairo. So on the way, many bandits pull him and say, you have to pay tax in order to go this road. So they have to pay. And then another bandits. So many bandits until at the end, when he reached Cairo, he got nothing to sell. No more watermelon. So he was thinking, how I'm going to get money now? All those people, bandits, have taken money from my money or my watermelons. So he said, okay, I'll tax people also. Who? Those who send the corpse to the grave, the dead. So he sit at the graveyard in Cairo, where the royals also go. Then everybody come, he say, you have to pay tax. So he got a lot of money, come rich. Then one time, the royal corpse come. And he said, you have to pay money. And the king was saying, why? Who give you the order? I have not given any order for anybody to take tax here. So the king knows him. Oh, this guy is smart. Instead of putting him in jail or in prison, the king said, I must take him to my side, so that he can help me in ruling this country. He's smart. Very smart or very shrewd, we call it. We need shrewd people to rule the country. Otherwise, if we don't have shrewd people, we can never manage the country and we will be also overthrown. So the king said, I must take him. He's very shrewd, very smart. That's how Pharaoh comes into the royal palace. And he goes from one position to the other until he became the trusted person in the royal family. And he finally appointed himself, or people appointed him to become the Pharaoh. Then he goes from one level to the other. He believed he's the doer. He's so smart. Then he finally called himself the God of the Most High. So when Pharaoh came, when Musa alayhi salam came, he say, I'm to call you to you, the God who created you, created the heavens. Who's your God? He said, I'm the God. Is there any other God other than me? He said, Pharaoh. You see? He says to his minister, you build a tower. I'm going up to the tower to see the God of Musa. I know he's a liar because I know there will be no God other than me. If I go to the tower, I will not see the God of Musa. Musa is telling lies. The God is me, Pharaoh says. Why people call himself God? He's arrogant, proud. Why become proud? Praises himself. And then when people praising them, they admit, yes, true, you are telling the truth. I'm the great. So praising others, is not a good deed. It's not a good thing to do. We are prevented from doing that. But we are doing it. We do not know it is an order of Allah not to praise others but Allah. There's no one who do except Allah. There's no doer except Allah. That has to be in our heart. How it can be in our hearts? We have to preach this. We have to talk to this to other people. This is the meaning of the great kalima, La ilaha illallah. There's no God except Allah. It's the same thing, there's no doer except Allah. The doer is Allah. These are the meaning. And this we have to frequently preach it to ourselves and to the others. Repeatedly hearing this, only possible when we do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from the evil, or doing the work of inviting people to Allah, which we do not want to do. But it is the medicine that we have to take. Is certainly not sweet, it's bitter. Bitter means it's hard job to go to the people, to the non-Muslim, to those who are not very happy of our coming. Surely will not like to listen to us. He will scold us. He will shout at us. But we have to be patient. This is the order of Allah. Humbly saying to him, forgive me. Okay. I'll only make dua for you. Say no. Even dua I don't want. No. I will do dua for you. I love you. No. Cannot. Get away. Then we go away. And these things will happen if we do the work to go everyone, not selectively, to go to everyone without to select for not doing to anyone. This one cannot. This one I will not do. This one, not that way. You have to go. You have to go means to go to everyone. Either the person have already recited the kalima, has already become a believer, or not. Or the person have already listened. So what you should do? So for those who have not recited the kalima, you have to tell them the doer is Allah. The one who do everything is Allah. We can only do things with the permission of Allah. We cannot do anything without. So if somebody praises us, we say no, Allah is the doer. I'm only being used to cook this food. I'm being used to do this building. I've been used to rule this country. I've been used to give lecture to you, but the doer is Allah. So praise by Allah to Allah. And we want to praise somebody, we'll say all praise be Allah. All praise be to Allah who has using you to make this great structure of mosque. Such a beautiful mosque. Allah have built and have been using you. All praise be to Allah. There's nobody who think like this. There's nobody who doesn't want and who are not demanding praises. And there's nobody who talk to people, all praise be to Allah who have used you to cook this nice food. The doer is Allah, all praise be to Allah. But He has used you. So may Allah give you rewards for using you. Allah doesn't need to give us reward actually. But He is so mighty, so merciful, compassionate. Even we don't do also, He gives us reward. For example, we do the work of dawah. Allah doesn't need us to do the work of dawah for Him to give guidance to the entire mankind. Without doing anything, He can just say, Hidayat. He said, be. All done. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to construct a house, He doesn't need to have a bricks like we do. To construct a house, a building, we need a brick, we need a worker, we need water, we need Allah, the command of Allah is enough. Be. Whoop, all of a sudden. Be. That's all He needs to do. He doesn't need to have anything. So everything He created with the words be. He created us, He created the jinn, He created the entire universe, 7 universe, and the 7 continents of the earth, all by the command of be. Why should He need us to go from house to house, from person to person, if He only wants to reward us? He wants to reward us for doing things to please Him. Not that He really needs us to do it. But if you obey Him and He give guidance, not us. The people got guidance. Don't say that I'm giving the guidance to Him. Allah is giving guidance. But even though we are not doing, and we are not doing in reality, and we are not giving guidance, Hidayat, but if Allah decide to give Hidayat the whole world, then Allah give us a reward. We are not the doer. We don't give Hidayat. We don't even Hidayat to our own children. If we give Hidayat, why don't you give Hidayat to your wife, to your children? But you'll find the one who do the work of Prophet also, even the children of the Prophet also, are not given guidance. So what more of you? The son of Prophet Noah, the wife of Prophet Lut. There's so many in history. That just to show that the one who gives guidance, the doer, is not us, it's Allah. The Prophet ﷺ is so sad, it's a normal thing, that his own uncle, who had adopted him as a son, more like his own father, died as a person who has not recited the Kalima. So we never say that, I'm very fortunate, Allah give us the tawfiq to recite the Kalima. My father who recited the Kalima, my great-great-grandfather, and I am now. But Abu Talib doesn't. Oh, I am better than Abu Talib. What better? You don't recite the Kalima. You only in your mouth. It's not in your heart. As long as it's not in the heart, you'll be in the hellfire. If you have the Kalima is only in the mouth, still in the hellfire. Except that you may get shafaat. But Abu Talib don't. So, that work, Allah is so generous, so merciful, so compassionate. He gives us reward for things which we are not doing. But we only appear doing. We want to do. We do as we can. Allah says it's okay. You don't know, you do. You make mistake, I forgive you. But if you know, you don't do, then I will punish you. So now, we don't want to do. After we know that we have to do and we know how to do, we have been taught, like these people around me, I've taught them. They still do not want to do. Then Allah will punish them. If we don't know anything, we want to do, we make mistake, Allah forgive us. Then Allah teaches us and teaches us and teaches us until we know how to do the work. And He became very pleased with us. Then He gave everything, rewards. His wealth is unlimited. No. The wealth of Allah is unlimited, limitless treasure. He doesn't need all that. He doesn't need to drink, He doesn't need to eat, He doesn't need to anything. So He wants to give to His servant who deserve to be given. Not to give only like that. Who deserve to be given. That means those who praises Him, who have love towards Him, who obeyed Him to please Him. Then when He's so pleased with you, His entire treasure is for you. Whatever in the earth, whatever in the heavens belong to Allah. There is no one who own that thing. Nothing. We are actually belong to Allah. We don't even own ourselves. What more to do anything? We are not able to do anything without His permission. The doer is Allah. This belief must enter into our heart to the level which Allah is pleased. The way to do it, we have to obey the second order of Allah after reciting the kalimah, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, which is to do the work like Prophet Muhammad SAW, with our wealth and ourselves, inviting the people to the kalimah. The one who have not recited the kalimah, we have to recite. We have to invite them to recite. We have to explain to him there is no God except Allah and Muhammad is Messenger. And for those who have recited the kalimah but only reciting the kalimah as a result of their father and mother are reciting kalimah, we have to tell them what it means when you recite the kalimah and ask him for the kalimah to enter your heart. You can't just simply sit down and eat and drink and go to work or earn money. You have to do the work of the prophets, like the prophets, with the intention to please Allah until Allah is pleased. When Allah is pleased with you, then Allah will reward you first thing with iman, faith towards Allah, and Allah will reward you. Make your faith towards Allah become so great that your actions become good. And when you become the true believers of good deeds, Allah will give you peace in this world, right? And in the hereafter, Allah will make you to enter Jannah and paradise, and you will dwell in paradise forever.